everybody. So how is it that I'm able to look directly into the camera and see all of my Zoomers? That's what we're going to figure out today on How To. Hey everybody, my name is David Paskin. I'm your Torah Tech Guy, and I'm here to share with you great tech for your great Torah. So what I wanted to do today is show you the setup that I'm using. Hold on, let me just adjust this camera here a little bit. Show you the setup that I use in order to look directly into the camera while I'm teaching or leading services on Zoom. This is a bit of a hack. It's certainly not my hack. Lots of other people have done it, but it uses a teleprompter, and the teleprompter that it uses is the Glide Gear TMP100. So the Glide Gear TMP100 is the actual teleprompter. It's basically a mount with a mirrored glass on it. So you put your camera on the tushy over here. Wait, let me point to it. You put your camera right there on the tushy of it. And then right over here, you put a monitor. And this is the mirrored glass up here. The monitor that I use is the Lilliput 10-inch. You don't need to use it. I actually started with a 7-inch, but I liked a bit of a bigger screen. This is a small teleprompter, so if you're not really close to it, it's not going to do you a whole heck of a lot of good. But putting this monitor, the Lilliput monitor or any monitor in there, instead of, say, an iPad, allows you to really have your Zoom meeting right up there on screen so that you can look at it. So let me show you what that looks like. Actually, before I do that, I need to click one button here so that I can see, because I am going to go like this. All right. So this is what it looks like from my view. Now, obviously, I'm not in a Zoom meeting right now, but I took a screenshot of a Zoom meeting I was in earlier so you can get an idea. So basically, the way this is working is I have this monitor hooked up to my computer as a secondary display. And then I pull my Zoom meeting onto this monitor. So this is just a window here. And I pull this onto this monitor. And if I really want to get the highest resolution, I can actually make it full screen by clicking right up here. Oh, you probably can't see that very well, but right up here in the corner, there's that full screen button. So this is my Zoom window. You can see it shaking right there. And I just pull it up onto this screen. And then right behind the screen is my camera. So I'm now looking directly at, so here I am, right? This is still me. Still me right here. And I'm right now looking directly at the camera, but this is what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is the Zoom meeting that I'm in. And there are lots of other uses for this. So for example, when I'm doing these videos, I don't have a Zoom meeting here. I actually have a confidence monitor. So I can now see, this camera is just showing you what I'm seeing. So when I'm looking at the camera, I can now see. You're going to get that infinity weird thing going on. But I can see myself, and I know what other people are able to see. Let me pull this Zoom meeting back up because I also want to share something else with you. So when I'm giving a Dvar Torah or something like that, I'll have the Zoom meeting up here so that I can look at everyone. I can see their faces. And I also sometimes, if I'm giving a Dvar Torah, will want to have the text right in front of me. Again, so I'm not having to look off to the side or down to papers. So that's when I use a teleprompter app. So you can see here, I brought up my teleprompter app, and if I can get it to go, there we go. So now you can see that this is a Dvar Torah that I gave, and it is just scrolling through. But what's really nice about this one, and I'll tell you which one it is in a moment, is that I can still see the Zoom meeting behind me. So whether that's a large Zoom meeting and I'm looking at the gallery view, or if it's just one person, if I have maybe someone pinned, or if I'm just meeting one-on-one, this particular teleprompter app, which again I'll share with you in just a moment, allows you to make the background semi-transparent so that the letters still pop out to me, but the words still pop out, but I can still also see behind it, and I can see people's reactions. So again, just to walk you through sort of what we're looking at here, let me get all this stuff out of the way. The camera is back there, mounted on this glide gear teleprompter. This right here is the mirrored glass. This right here is the Lilliput monitor, which I have in there. You just kind of pop it in there. I don't have it fastened or anything. It just kind of sits there. It's reflecting the image up onto the mirrored glass and then out to me. Now, one of the reasons why having a monitor is important as opposed to an iPad is that you have to be able to mirror the image, or else everything will look backwards. You could, hypothetically, put an iPad mini into here and just maybe use it as a sidecar with your Mac and drag the Zoom meeting over, or you could just join a Zoom meeting right from the iPad. The problem is you can't mirror the image on an iPad. And so what would happen is you'd see everything in reverse in the screen. Whereas with this particular monitor and other field monitors like it, you can actually reverse or mirror, I should say, the image so that everything comes out front facing and forward and not mirrored and crazy and background. So let me show you real quick the Teleprompter app that I use. So I already showed you, wait a second, let me bring back over here. Come on, there we go. So the first thing is, so this is the gear that I've got here. It's a Glide Gear TMP 100, which is about $200. And this monitor is about $350. You can definitely get cheaper or smaller monitors. You just want to make sure that they have the right connector for your computer and that they can mirror the image. So now let me jump out of this and I'll show you the app that I'm using to do all of this, the lettering rather, I should say, the words, the Teleprompter app. So this is called Teleprompter Premium Plus. This is a Mac app. There are in-app purchases. I want to say that the upgrade to Premium was only $24, something like that. But again, what I really like about this, and I went through a couple of them, is the ability to make that background semi-transparent so that I can still see the people. Before, what I had to do is I had to, move the Teleprompter app up to my teleprompter and then move Zoom out so I could still kind of keep an eye on the Zoom people. What this one allows me to do is to really have it all on one screen, which is really, really nice. One thing I also learned about a Teleprompter app, you may have noticed, let me actually, I'll bring this back up here again so that you can see it. You may have noticed that I have the Teleprompter app here not full screen. So, right, if I were to drag it all the way over, it would be full screen. I actually don't. I actually put it right in the middle so that the text is, it's more narrow. And that's because when you're this close to a camera, it will pick up if your eyes are scanning the text. So having a more narrow text, so your eyes can pretty much stay locked in the center of the screen, makes it look much better. It doesn't look like you're actually scanning the text or the screen. So again, just as a reminder, this is that app Teleprompter Premium Plus, which is on the Mac App Store, and it really is a really nice app. And I have to say that participating in Zoom meetings, leading services, teaching without this feels really weird to me now, because the ability to without thinking about it, know that I'm looking at people in the eye. I've talked so much about the importance of eye contact. Know that I'm looking people in the eye when I'm teaching or when I'm leading is really, really, it's just priceless. Now, of course, this isn't something you're going to be able to do in your sanctuary, or even if you're doing a multi-access or hybrid setup, this would be really difficult to do. You don't want to have this gear sitting in front of you. But if you are teaching from your office, from your study, from your home, if you're doing remote tutoring, this would be a really, really wonderful tool to have. Hi there, give me 1 second. All right, so that's all I got. That was the cleaner. They're coming in to clean my office. That's all I got for you. I do want to remind you, though, definitely check out my website. Head on over to TorahTechGuy.com or TorahTechGuy.tv. That's my YouTube station. You can like, you can subscribe, you can follow. I'm putting up new videos all the time. And hey, speaking of new videos, check this out. Coming this Monday, the first episode of The Future is starting now. And this week, I'm going to be joined by Dr. Ron Wolfson. I'm so excited about this series. We're going to be tackling some really big questions, not just around technology, but big questions about what does community look like in the 21st century? What does membership and dues, what do synagogues, what's the future of synagogues, the role of clergy? All of these big, wonderful questions that we're going to be exploring together. That's going to be on Monday at 5 p.m. at TorahTechGuy.tv. That's all I got for you, my friends. If you want more information about my teleprompter setup, feel free to reach out. Head on over to TorahTechGuy.com/help. I'm happy to walk you through it and offer you any advice that I can. I will see you later. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.